Hello, and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan. My pronouns are he, him. And today I am joined by...
Hey there, guys. My name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Riki, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi, everybody. My name's Christina. I will be playing Ellion. My pronouns are she, her, and Ellion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi, everyone. My name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Devine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and I play Resh Ferris. My pronouns are she, her, as well as Ferris's. She is a wood-aspected dragon-blooded who has a familiar named Zeke, who is a ferret, and she's kind of a performer, petty theft.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Hey guys, Brendan here with more fun facts about this game. First off, I'm sure it's noticeable, but there is more background noise than I'd like in the game, like mouse clicks and chair squeaks. Tyler actually got a microphone upgrade somewhere around session 10 and didn't realize just how sensitive a desk microphone can be. Once Act 1 concludes in a few weeks, we actually do switch to better recording software and even use noise cancellation software, so that should fix that issue in the future. Speaking of, we have 2 more sessions of content left for Act 1, so maybe 4 or 5 episodes left. After that, we plan on taking a break from Exalted and posting the first season of our Deadlands game that Cody is running for us, while we get a little more of a backlog of Exalted content. But don't worry, I'll still have some extra stuff coming out through the pipeline as, like, bonus stuff. Look forward to it. I'll speak more on that once that Act 1 finishes. On this episode, Riki and Devine help outfit themselves and the host club, and Ellion does reconnaissance. Hope you enjoy the show, and as Riki would say, toodaloo. MLR Devine had recently announced that he was renaming the Bountiful Bear, which was now partially in his possession, to the Cordial Crane, and turning it into a host club. You all also now have access to not only the Cordial Crane, but the Shaved Yedem and the Ox Dragon Inn. There are a couple things that I've been working on in the background, but essentially you all can use those more or less during downtime, or if we wanted to have like a fun scene with them to try and generate more income for the family or for yourselves throughout the course of the campaign now that they've been unlocked. And there might be other things that Devine can try and buy up in the undermarket to help the family generate profits.
Hey.
What I'm saying is that Cody's character minigame is buying up properties.
Is my character minigame beating people
up? Do you want it to be?
It has kind of become that, but I'm not opposed to it being something else. We got something in mind.
I did have a few things in mind for you that wasn't going to be specifically beating people up, but it might be adjacent to that.
Oh, yes. Scamming. Is that what you're referring to?
Lowering the property value so I can buy it cheaper.
No, actually, I was referring to maybe beating up some ghosts or zombies.
I'm down.
Since, that's specifically what your martial art's there for, or, unhaunting places.
And then beating people up who don't pay me.
Exactly. So, where do you guys want to go from here? Either making money or learning more about the people who are going to be at the auction. Those are kind of your 2 main things.
I have a wacky idea in the back of my mind, but I'm going to save that for later. So someone else, please go ahead.
Find the people who are bidding against us and rob them, do both at the same time.
It's way less serious than that.
Oh.
I have an idea. Is there a way that we could, inconspicuously draw in players in the local gangs for, an event to, find out them talking shit? Set up an event and, put on a show and have them be there and maybe, suss out who's going to try to go for the room?
I like the way you think.
So you guys want to basically throw a big party to try and get the people who would be interested in that to show up.
Cody actually gave me the idea last session that I was here for. So Cody's character organizes a big tasting for iced coffee at the Cordial Crane. and all the places come in and taste it to see how they think of it to drum up business. And all the local gang members will go and join and like check it out because it's a new territory. And I'll go. Some of us will go and suss it out and see who all is making plays. It'll be just cheesy enough to work.
Yeah, because I imagine with me and Ricky hosting a big event right after fighting a factor, like people are gonna go.
I ain't hosting nothing. You host. It's your host club.
With me and Ricky hosting an event,
and then we can also at the same point actually market for the cordial crane and show your business partners that they invested properly.
Okay, I'm down for that. Christina, are you down for that, or did you have anything else in mind?
Making sure Mai gets home to Idris and reminding Idris that he owes me a favor, a reasonable favor in return. But otherwise, I'm down for whatever.
So Ellion and Mai leave the undermarket after Riki had healed her of the poison that she had taken. You head through the city towards where that Idris's small shack is, and when you make it there, you can see that he is not looking great in the sense that someone who has gone through some emotional distress lately usually does not look great. But when he sees you and the slightly weakened but overall okay Mai approach, the best way I can put it is he bursts up like a jack in the box out of its little hidey hole and goes to embrace his little sister. Looks up to you with tears filling his eyes and oh, thank you so much. I was worried sick about her. I can't believe that you found her. What happened?
I think it would be better if she tells you, but essentially you shouldn't have to worry about who was bothering her anymore.
Okay, if you say so. We'll make sure to steer clear of the guild. We appreciate it.
Of course. And should I require your assistance for something, I will let you know.
Of course. Can I ask a question of you?
You may ask it, yes.
You're part of one of the gangs in the city, right?
Correct.
Do you guys need any help?
I assume you're looking for a job so that you can work your way up and not just kind of look around, live here anymore. Someplace a little nicer for you too.
Yeah, and yeah, we need to get out of here.
I believe we might have something available, but I need to double check. I don't want to tell you something incorrect. What are you good at?
Well, I'm a good runner. I can get from one side of the city to the other in about a day.
Do you have any other skills that might be useful, or any your sister might have?
I know how to talk to people. Like actually talk to them, like get them to listen to me, and I can be a good salesperson.
All right. I'll inquire and see what I can find out. Are you going to be staying here, or do I need to look for you somewhere else if I need to get in contact with you?
We're going to be staying here for now.
All right. I'll let you know if I find something out. I'm sure we can figure something out for you guys.
We appreciate it. And he gives a deep, courteous bow to you.
There's no need for all that. Trust me. I'm not that important.
A prince of the earth deigned to step down and help me find my sister. You may say you're not important, but you've done something that another in your shoes might not have.
Possibly, but I have the means and the time, so why not?
He gets up from his bow and kind of goes to go take care of his sister before giving a polite wave to you.
That'll take. A wave is fine. And they just give him a small wave back and a nod and leave. And I guess at some point we can inquire about something he can do to help with the family, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And as for the record, him being able to cross the city in a day is actually pretty impressive because the Chiaroscuro itself is about the size of New York City.
And there's a lot of people
Bangarang.
and stuff.
And he's not a prince of the earth. He's just a dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just a dude, and he doesn't have a horse.
I could probably beat him in like a short distance, but I don't even think Riki could cross the city in a day. While on foot. He'd probably get really tuckered out.
Riki probably could cross the city in a day. I think that you have athletics charms.
I have one. Oh, side note, Brendan. How many has time passed since last session, or do we not?
If you guys are setting up for this party, how long do you guys think that would take?
I don't know. I guess it would depend on what all you guys want to include in this.
How many hosts do we have staying?
I'm going to say 10. There might be more, but you can have 10 for the day, and that's so that I don't have to remember a million different names.
Right.
20 tables? Each hostess has 2 tables?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking more so for the how long it takes to prepare. I feel like the longest amount of preparation would be having getting their costumes made, which if it's Desert Bloom plus 2, should be like maybe like a week. Should be able to get that done.
A week.
10 people.
So I'll let you know this right now. I need to look at the calendar, but I think that a week would be cutting it close to you guys' deadline for if you're going to the auction or not.
Double time.
Yep.
You got 3 days. For a game face.
Time to lean on that positive intimacy. Captain Bloom, I need these costumes. Can you get them done in 2 days?
If you wanna, no, get the hostesses to help. All right, fair work environment, but you gonna work.
I mean, to be fair, it's like
We're doing scummy stuff for work, but it's gonna be work.
Hemming pants and sewing a bow tie.
I imagine like a really adorable like anime montage.
So you then go to Desert Bloom to ask then.
Yeah, and then whatever their answer on how long it would take them plus 2 proteges to make anime host costumes would be pretty much the defining timeline.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes. Host Club Sweatshop is a go.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check the dates and everything that I had on the game. So if it is currently the 15th day of Resplendent Air. You have until the auction is on the 28th, which is the last day of the month. He gave you until the 25th to get the money to him. So you guys have effectively a week and a half, is I believe what it was. And if not, then that's what it is now. He's given you an extension due to Tanos needing an extra few days, whatever, you know?
Oh, is he going to be at the auction?
Tanos will probably be there just because anyone who's buying a story is probably important.
I'm going to break his nose with a brick of money.
Nah, I'll be all smiles. It'll be great.
But yeah, I'd say probably somewhere between 3 and 5 days for 3 people to make 10 costumes. And then I've got to learn how coffee works. And then we got to learn how ice works. Do any of our places have an ice maker? Do we need to steal an ice maker?
We can borrow Minami's. And when I say borrow, I mean take and then give back without asking.
Hey, Minami, we're taking the ice maker.
Hey, the fuck you are?
Stop me.
Are you really going to, like, okay, so like let's focus in on a scene here. This is all well and good to like figure out the plan, but let's focus in on a scene. So you guys go by the current family office where Desert Bloom is waiting there.
Hey, Captain Bloom, Desert Bloom, we've got a. So I'm sure you've heard the stories and the rumors. We're rebranding a brothel. How would you feel about being the costume designer for our new host club?
Designing costumes, you say? I suppose I could give it a shot. It's not exactly in my wheelhouse, but I could try.
I mean, you are the person with the best fashion sense we know.
Thank you.
I've also got a couple of our new employees. I think you said two or three. Two of our new employees who are pretty good with sewing and fashion, so they can definitely help you out. But I figured you'd want a hand in making sure our people look good.
Well, I can certainly help with that. Shouldn't take me terribly long. How quickly do you need all this done by?
4 days.
Yeah.
4 days. That's that's quite the timetable. And how many of these did you need?
Just 10 of them.
Right. Okay, so 10. And how many of them needed to be sorcerously worked?
You can do that?
I am a sorcerer, so yes, I can enchant things, essentially.
Brendan, I can enchant things.
Oh yeah, you can totally enchant things.
Dope.
Welcome to sorcery. There's a lot of crazy you can do with it.
Can I help another sorcerer enchant things?
Yeah, you could.
I'm kind of new to the game, but I can do some of the old. I'm just going to kind of wave my hands in a sorcerer motion and not elaborate on it more.
Yes. So is that a yes? You need 10 suits, costumes enchanted, or you just need them regularly?
I mean, if it's doable, that whatever we can do to, increase income for the family. What are you capable of doing? Because I don't want to overexert you.
What would you like them to do?
That is a question.
You look like you've never thought much about sorcery. Is that correct, Devine?
Yeah, no, I prefer to keep my knowledge is grounded in, history.
Being a douchebag. Also, Ricky's gonna put a hand up to his mouth and yell to Desert Bloom. Also, I'm just finding out that you can enchant things as a sorcerer, and that's kind of hype. My fashion's gonna take a whole new level jump. It'll be dope.
Well, you see, if you just want it to be a fashion thing, we can just figure that out through mundane means. I was more saying, if you wanted to, I don't know, give the clothes the ability to let the wearer fly around, or if you wanted to, not at great speeds or anything, you'd move around about as fast as the cloud that I lays on, but it's still better than nothing. Or maybe you wanted to give them some kind of, I don't know, an immunity to mortal poisons. Maybe you wanted them to become invisible.
That will probably make the folks a little bit more secure, not being able to be, demon poisoned. That was gross.
Yeah, not being poisoned would be a good thing.
You had someone be demon poisoned?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a bad time. Lots of vomiting involved. Some purification rituals, spicy stuff. Nothing I couldn't handle. But it was a little odd.
That's horrifying. Though I am curious, what kind of poison was it?
Brendan, what kind of poison was it?
You know it was demonic.
Just that it was demonic.
Yeah, do you want to, and you do obviously have the description of it, which was a kind of radioactive green.
Yeah, it was this neon green ozone demon bullshit. It was in a bottle.
No, well, you're not dealing with anything small then, it seems.
Nothing I couldn't handle. The little card trick I learned with the sorcery is, ta-da, vomit poison.
That's pretty impressive that you managed to get them to vomit poison. Especially
Also,
that kind.
Here, hold on. Where are we right now? Is there anything like that you should not consume bodily nearby?
No?
Okay. Yeah, also, I don't think I got a vibe that I can't be poisoned either. I don't know. I'm kind of like learn this as I go, stumbling towards success, as they say.
Oh, really? Interesting. Here, have this. And Desert Bloom just pulls out a vial of like rainbow liquid.
I'll just drink it without asking any questions because I'm convinced that I can't be poisoned.
Oh dear.
I just said I can't be poisoned and he handed me a bottle of liquid. I assume that's what he meant. Or what they meant, rather.
I was not expecting you to just chug that tree frog venom, but okay.
Have you met Riki? Really?
Tastes like steak sauce.
Weird. Didn't expect that.
Yeah. Anyways, costumes.
Right, yes. So if you wanted me to do the 10 costumes, I'd be happy to do that fairly easily. It shouldn't take me more than, let's say, 12 hours. The sorceress working though, that'll be harder. That's usually about a week or two per. Sorcery is not exactly a simple
Cakewalk.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for right now, we just need the costumes. Could we bring them back to you to get the Sorceress Works on them? Because, like, what we need them for is our grand opening. And, of course, we're going to have me, Ellion, and Riki there. Like, I think our hosts are going to be
now
decently
question.
protected.
How much responsibility are you putting on me here? Because, I'm good at the select few things and awful at everything else in my life. So,
I just need you to exist and, be the muscle if something pops off.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all the responsibility. Everything else goes on our employees, and I've still got to learn how to make coffee.
Oh, you know how to make coffee?
We're not talking about just making coffee, Riki. We're talking about making the best coffee. I've got to start reading books.
The whole iced coffee idea came from the guy I literally crashed with.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to make coffee either. That's part of why he's still got so much coffee.
Oh, okay. Brendan, as soon as I can, I'm telling Manami that Devine said he doesn't know how to make coffee.
Or it could be because it's a hot drink in a hot environment.
Well, iced coffee's not a hot drink, but...
Yes, but ice is quite hard to come by around here, unless, of course, you have your hands on certain artifacts or live in one of the towers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Manami's got one. I'll just borrow his. He won't mind.
But yes, bring the people who you want on your opening night, and I can have the costumes made to your specifications in 12 hours.
Amazing. Thank you.
Also, you should probably not be anywhere around here. I'm going to be spending an obscene amount of essence, and my anima will start flaring.
Noted.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
They pull a needle from almost nowhere and spin it between two fingers. What I'm best at, darling.
Is that? I'm confused. Is that killing someone? Are you gonna get high? I don't know what you're gonna do with that.
I've never been so aroused.
Being fabulous. That's what they're going to do.
You know what? Say less. You take it easy. Goodbye. See you, Cap. And I leave.
I'm gonna bow on the way out. Thanks again. I'll send them by.
Yes, appreciate it. Oh, and Ellion, since Ricky's already left, let him know that I'm impressed. Not many people can expel the poison from the blood of Lidger itself.
Say that name again, please.
That poison, if what you all were saying is true, that might have been a poison that is specifically taken from a demon, the blood of Lidger.
I will let him know. Also, do we have anything available for a newbie? Any jobs?
Currently in the city, no, but I'm imagining that we're going to be expanding once that the matriarch arrives. So, yes, but no.
I think I might have somebody. Seems like a good kid. Start them kind of low with everything, but apparently they're a good runner, and I think after everything that's happened, they'd actually be willing to, commit and be good about things.
Excellent. I'm sure that the matriarch and the tyrant will appreciate your keen eye.
Just keep an ear out for me, and let us know when we can come back. Don't rush too much.
Don't worry. Once they're over here, I'll start working on this. I don't rush. I just move at the pace that I can.
All right. Well, we appreciate it.
So you head out to catch up with the rest of the group. For the record, Desert Bloom is a sorcerer and crafter.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
All right, so Ricky, you said Manami's got that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he makes iced coffee somehow. Yeah, Brendan, do I know how Manami makes iced coffee?
You do not. You just know that he does.
I guess I'm gonna go figure it out.
Are you sure that Manami's even got an ice box, or where does he keep it?
Yeah, I got an idea. I don't have an idea. I'm lying.
Well, I'm following you, bud. I'm following you.
Like any good story, you all eventually head back to the place where you began. The Desert Basilisk is popping, as it usually is. Returning now with Riki full of falafel.
Oh yeah. Vegetarian meatballs are always the best choice.
As soon, who's walking in first?
Me, of course. This is my house. He just thinks he lives here.
As soon as that you walk in, there's a knife that gets thrown from the kitchen and goes into the wall right next to your head.
Honey, I'm home.
Riki, what the fuck, man? Who just leaves out the third fucking floor window and then leaves the fucking window open?
I don't know. Me, I guess.
Fucking.
To be fair, it was highly unlikely that anybody was going to be coming in through the third fucking floor window.
Listen.
Also, you ever closed a window on the way out of the third floor? I haven't.
He looks over to Devine. I'm sure you have, buddy.
Close the window on the third. Yeah, it's easy. You just jump out the window, stand on the side of the wall, and then.
Oh, I see. This is scumbag lore. Now I understand.
No, you just have to have a little bit of skill, Ricky.
Listen, Riki, I don't know where else that you learned about window etiquette, but that's not going to fly here. We are in the desert. Sand will get everywhere, and we are a business.
Oh, speaking of business, hey, where do you get your ice?
Where do I get my ice? Where everyone else gets their ice.
What does that mean?
There's an in the inner city. There's a big old not an ice machine, but it's like a whole building that's devoted to cooling down the water.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm gonna need you to source me about what do you think? 5 pounds ice? Devine?
Yeah, we'll say 5 pounds of ice. Keep the keep our inventory scarce. Make it so that you gotta be somebody to actually get in and taste it.
Yeah. I'm gonna need about 5 pounds of ice delivered to the cordial crane about a week and a half from now. Yeah?
All right, what's in it for me, bud?
Oh, you don't want in? I think you do. In fact, I think you're gonna beg me to want in on this.
Of course I want in on whatever fucking business deal your dumbass is in on, but I want to know what's in it for me.
We're converting the Bountiful Bear into a host club that sells iced coffee.
What the fuck is a host club?
It's like a brothel but without sex. You spend time with nice people.
That's weird. I guess that would work.
It sounds kind of cozy though, doesn't it? Sometimes you just have a long day, you just want to talk to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's coffee and like table snacks and in a nice no judgment environment. It sounds nice to me, doesn't it? Anyway, you're gonna provide me the ice and frankly also the coffee because we'll tell the people there that we sourced it from you, and we will continue to source it from you if the endeavor goes well, making both of us tons of fucking cash.
Think of the exposure.
Listen here, you asshole. We don't work in exposure.
Well, we're not making any money off the gig, so do it or don't. I just thought I'd go through a friend before I went to some random fuck-off ice building.
No, that's fair. Tell you what, bud. You owe me a favor.
I'll just take it off your tab. A favor is that you owe me.
That tab is very short, and let's just say you owe me a favor, and we'll call it even there.
All right, but if you get a bunch of business, that's your favor.
We'll see.
So we will. See you in a week and a half with that ice and that coffee. We need, what is it? How many tables we got? 20 tables? 4 people each?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that much coffee. Do your restaurant math in your noggin. I don't know how you fucking work. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Good talk. Toodaloo.
For the record, Tyler, if you ever want, at this point in the story, if you ever want to spend XP on your ally to make him more powerful, that favor will get called in.
Noted.
But your ally has now gotten the unlock to become, air quotes, more powerful.
Nice.
How powerful he becomes is completely up to you, but he basically gets it's like an evolution, but you only get to pick one.
How powerful is he right now?
He is a 1-dot ally, if I recall.
Nice.
The options are 1, 3, and 5. With 5 being would you like to turn him into an anathema?
Uh-oh.
And by that, I mean, he would get something that is the equivalent of, a solar exalt level power.
Spicy.
It would become very spicy.
So we got our ice sorted. We got our coffee situation sorted. We got our costume sorted.
I need to go study and learn how to make the best iced coffee. I'm trying to remember if I've got a charm for that or if it's just go read books. So, Brennan, where would be the best library in this desert city with the most complete knowledge on how to make iced coffee?
That is a weird question.
And, yeah. Because, I just break into the family mansion and steal a book on iced coffee, but we don't have that talent, that amount of time.
The place that would probably have the most books on almost any subject would be the Lone Immaculate Temple out in the southeast of the city.
Cool. Hey, Ricky, you wanna come with me to the Immaculate Temple?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I thought that would be the answer.
Plus, if we do that, they might actually try to kill you.
Why would they try to kill me?
Because you're with me.
It can't be that bad. Oh, that's what the charm is. If I study for 6 hours, I gain a specialty in that lore. But I've got to actually find a book or somebody to teach me.
Somebody to teach you. It's almost like there's a chef right there.
Yeah, but I want to make better iced coffee than he makes. But I would have that specialty and make it a lore roll. Hey, Manami.
Hey, what do you want, fucker?
What do you say I help out around the restaurant for the day? I need to perfect my iced coffee barista skills.
Yeah, okay.
I just need you to show me a little bit, and then you probably take it from there. Learn on the job, baptism by fire.
Yeah, that works.
Too real.
He
Wait,
he tosses you a fucking apron.
what am I supposed to do with this?
Put that on, start serving fucking coffee.
Oh, it's like it's okay. It's a uniform. Ah, the working class.
Ellion's just gonna slowly shift their head and just squint their eyes a little bit at Devine when he says that.
What I'm used to being on the other side. You can't see the apron behind. It's a thing.
All
I'm
right.
gonna put on the apron and start making coffee.
All right, Cody. I'm gonna have you roll something for me, and you're not gonna
Alright.
like it. I would like you to roll me your intelligence and craft cooking.
Okay. Just gotta check real quick to make sure I don't have any lore bullshit to make that okay.
That lets you replace crafting with lore.
Or like anything. Like, I don't know, lore's a bunch of bullshit and I love it.
Because like that's kind of what you're asking to do is you're at like the lore is going to help you be able to teach people how to make iced coffee, but to actually make the iced coffee you have to like have craft.
Yeah. It's like I know in theory, and those who can't do teach. I just want to see if I'll be able to do. Nope, nothing. So it's just rolling intelligence. 4 successes.
Despite your best efforts to be bad at this, you're not. You actually make a pretty passable iced coffee. You have the idea down, and you think that you might be able to perfect on it, but you're not sure if you'd be able to perfect on it in practice.
Hey, this isn't bad. It needs to be better. And then gonna hand it to Riki. What makes it better?
Oh, am I still there?
I thought Riki had left.
Oh,
Yeah.
did Riki leave?
Riki got shit to do.
Oh, well, I'm gonna throw it at Riki because we're fucking dragon blooded and he's, just like a stone's throw away. Halfway across the city. No, I'm joking. There are ways to make this better. I'll have to work on it, but we'll
You could ask Manami.
Hey Manami, you ever think about adding mushrooms to this?
I hate
Who
you.
the fuck would do that?
I don't know, it was just a thought, I don't know how this coffee stuff works. That's why I'm here learning. Tell me what you think of this one. And then hand it over to him.
He takes it, sniffs it, and then takes a little sip. And not bad for your first time.
What's it missing? Too much ice? Too little coffee? Some
Too
pepper
much ice.
flakes?
You want it to be cold, but you don't want it to be watery.
Gotcha. And then I guess gonna spend the next 6 hours just remaking coffees until he gets it right. So that I can get that lore specialty and then give people bad advice and make them really good at making iced coffee wrong.
Oh man, you're just spending the day to get coffee snob privilege.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a good use of your time. It's a powerful asset right there.
Sounds good. So what are Riki and Ellion using the rest of their day with?
Okay, I'd like to go visit Cody's business partner and since they're partial owners, keep them knowledgeable about the situation.
Okay, so you go back down into the undermarket and go into the Shaved Yedem for the second time today.
Yeah. Has it really been that quick?
Yeah, it's the same day.
Oh wow. Okay. We're gonna knock on the door with my staff again and just walk in. I'm assuming the door's open.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey.
Salon waves her hand to you. Oh, nice to see you again.
Yeah. How are y'all today? I'm assuming Moira's in there too.
Yeah, she is. Oh no, actually, this is the third time that you guys have been here. I forgot that you guys went back and told Salon about her cousin.
Oh, true. So, I know this is pretty soon after, I hope I'm not interrupting your morning for your cousin or anything, but got some news that might be pertinent to you and yours.
Please go on.
So, me and your fellow Devine are thinking about doing a little event at the Cordial Crane to like kick the business up when we rebrand. We're having like we're doing a tasting for this iced coffee stuff that everyone's on about nowadays. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be great. It's gonna be like our signature drink. You know what they say. It'll get everyone to like know the staff, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of people visiting and everything. And it'll also, I'm telling you, because you're co-owners. Is that what you guys are, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then you get to see the kind of product we'll be serving, and get to see the brand you're a part of. You know, it's gonna be insert the date that it's gonna be. And we're getting a buddy of mine to source the ice, and he does really good coffee. And Devine's doing all this research, and just wanted to let you guys know we're doing it. You know, maybe if you wanted to come drop by, have some coffee. You know,
I'd love to. Cody, question for you: when was it going to be? Since you were all kind of surprised at how quick the Desert Bloom could get things done.
I'd still say 4 days from today. Give us time to train people on how to make coffee.
Okay, so then it's going to be on the 19th of Resplendent Air.
yeah, you know, you can both come. It'll be a great time, and not just an excuse for me to ask Moya out for coffee. It'll be wonderful.
Oh, I see. Moya is over in the corner, and it has probably a very faint blush to her.
Anyways, we'll soon do the details. We'll keep in touch. You know, just wanted to let you guys know. But gonna be great. I got a good feeling about this one. You know, Divine's good with all that business nonsense, and yeah, stuff is lining up.
I look forward to it.
Nice. Need me to tell Divine anything? Anything you need while I'm here? Just passing through.
No, everything seems to be going fairly well here. I appreciate the concern, though.
Sure. And again, sorry for your loss. Be around. Take it easy. I'll head back out.
There's like a shrug as you kind of know this, that people who are from the Blessed Isle or believed in the Immaculate Faith know that when someone has become an anathema, they were dead when that happened. At least that's how the faith tells it.
Yeah, I'm also trying to like build off of like the old mafia rule of not talking business when you're like doing something important or grieving for a family member.
That's also fair, and I'm sure that she appreciates it.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to do the rest of my day.
Ellion, is there anything you'd like to do?
I think they would probably go home, maybe go through some exercises and stances and do some training and stuff. And I mean, are we doing for just the rest of the day, or? Yeah, I honestly think after everything, they just would take a chill pill for the day and just go through some very normal motions to try and add some normalcy to the day.
That's completely fair. So I don't believe that we've ever actually seen Ellion's home on the show. What is that like?
I mean, it's the family home, like actually back to their parents' place, because you know that's where the dojo is.
Okay. Did you have something in mind for how it looks?
I have a very simple concept. I didn't really flesh a lot of it out in my head yet. It's just kind of one of those. The bottom area is like an open area for, you know, practicing and teaching and stuff, and then they live upstairs, and it's just a couple of rooms and an open space.
I like it. Like a house where someone might teach like karate or something like that.
Yeah. Very similar to that concept.
And Ellion's parents then are both alive, I take it?
Yes.
And healthy?
Yeah.
All right then.
For now.
You come home and everything is as it was and as it should be. You do your motions and help center yourself and your essences and calm down. And you sleep a fairly restful sleep with the knowledge of a job well done.
And tomorrow, I'm going to hunt down who we need to invite to this party to figure out who we're going up against.
So I believe there was some mention of Ellion wanting to figuring out who was going to come to the go to the auction, help.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think how to go about it. I think I had some information from my contact. I have to double check because I feel like they mentioned something, but found it. I just had to find. Thankfully, I highlighted my guild contact's name in here. So apparently, those interested in the tower are realm contacts working for House Regara, a small guild factor, but no one who sticks out. The two big names new to the crime thing and just throwing money away is a new pirate crew out in the west, which is the Mollusca Armada, and then Sotaba of the Izath clan was promoted because she managed to get a foothold in Mollusca Bay. The other big name is Baronato Jalan. Is that, I say that wrong? Jalin, who is trying to make a bid on it.
That name sounds familiar.
That name should sound familiar. That's because Baronato Jalin is the patriarch of the family and also the Claw Strider advisor. And he is former Goe Satara family.
Oh, are these the guys who are assholes?
These are the guys who have recently not defected from the family, but basically like got permission to make their own family. That is like underneath you guys. The guys who are assholes are the Kajak. These are the guys who one of their members includes Unbowed Ashen Mountain.
Right. Okay. Now I recall.
Which was the one that I fought with, right?
Yes, that is the one that you fought with over the doll.
I'm just trying to think of how best to go about it because I have names. So, I mean, I guess the best way is maybe to ask people in our own clan what they know about it. Maybe. Sorry, I'm just a little brain dead right now on stuff.
That's fair. So in the interest of helping you not be brain dead, who did you want to ask about? Or did you want to try and find new names?
I mean, that covers a good chunk of people, I feel like. I mean, at least we have names with the Mollusca pirates and the Baronato person. Maybe the small guild factor and the realm contacts that work for Regara. I don't know. This might be something to find out because I don't know how many more names there really are outside of the list I have.
I will tell you that there are more.
Okay, so we're kind of like remodeling and restructuring the old brothel into a host club. So maybe people who are continuing to work for us might have heard something, so I can go and talk to them.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I don't think that you're going to get the information without having to make some kind of roll. And let's just kind of condense you talking to a bunch of people as a role, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's basically going to be the, hey, I want to talk to you guys. I'm sure you've seen me around. I know we're under new management. Just want to figure out stuff you guys are kind of taking stock of things they're interested in, so I can pass it off to Devine so that he can do whatever he needs to. And also, like, who are some people that have come through here before? Anybody I need to like watch out for? Any gossip you guys have heard? Because we're trying to look into this and that, and just kind of chatting them up and slipping in like some stuff here and there to try and get information like in between conversation about like stuff we could do to help them out if they're interested in staying with us, like how we want to rework their contract, stuff like that.
Okay.
Isn't Salon House Regara?
That is correct.
Hey.
I mean, I can swing by there afterwards. I'm just hitting here first, see if we can find out other names or stuff about the guild factor, since, you know, a guild factor was obviously had his pudgy toe in here.
So, Ellion goes into the remodeled cordial crane, where once things were not so cordial. The staff is more upbeat and lively, as a lot of them seem to have new, form-fitting but tasteful clothes that seem to suit each and every one of their styles, as if someone went through a character selection screen very meticulously and adjusted as needed. Talking to them, they're very happy to speak with you and help you out, but I will say that to get any kind of information, I would like a manipulation and socialize roll, and I'll absolutely give you a 2-dot stunt for that description of how that you're socializing with them.
Oh boy, my manipulation is not great. You said a 2-dot stunt?
Yes, so that would be 2 extra dice and an automatic success.
So 7 total. I rolled really well.
I see that. The dice are favoring you tonight.
Don't say that. It'll turn against me.
So, there are a couple names that get dropped. One of them is absolutely a guild factor of note in town. Their name is Ivory Blossom.
Any relation?
To Desert Bloom?
Yeah.
I won't say.
An evil twin. How nefarious.
Side note. Oh, jeez. Would Ellion happen to know what Ivory Blossom's a guild factor over? Because I know they have kind of their own little niche for things.
Ivory Blossom is a guild factor who specifically deals with trade between Chiaroscuro and the Lap. Quite a lucrative business, by the way, there. Bringing in grain and whatnot from the from the Lap, one of the only fertile areas in the entirety of the South that can help provide food for an entire country.
Okay. And other names?
Other names would be Leaping Sparrow. As far as the people of the Cordial Crane know, Weeping Sparrow is a person from the East who has an obscene amount of money.
Brendan, can you remind me what's out towards the east?
Well, since you're in Chiaroscuro, there's a lot of things that are out towards the east. There's the Scavenger Lands as a whole. There's the entire Sea of Trees. There's the Haslanti League. There's Gem. Gem's to the south, actually, and west. Let's see. There's Palanquin. So, other names that you get from there. You do, in fact, get the name of the Regara contact, which is Regara Halis. That's Regara and then Halis, Halis.
Do I know anything in particular about them, or do the people mention anything in particular about them?
Besides that they have a lot of money and that they're from House Regara, not much. What do you think that Ellion might know about the realm?
I would think they would know, probably not, I would say a bit more than, I guess, the average person, but I don't know to what degree, really.
Well then, a bit more than the average person would let you know. Because I know that Ellion's quite a smart person.
Yep.
I don't know that they're necessarily a giant book nerd like your compatriot, but they're learned, as you could tell from how many languages. House Regara, one of the great dynast houses of the realm, is commonly known as the Banker House. They control most, if not all, which is rumored, of the realm's funds. And they have their greedy little fingers in a lot more pots and pies than they would ever care to admit.
Okay. Would it be just those 3 names?
Now, would Ellion have been asking about specifically outsiders or other people from the family that might be looking for a spot?
It's mostly just people who are interested in it that who could actually afford to purchase it. Not someone who's just like, man, I got big dreams and I'm gonna get this place and has like nothing to their name really. If that makes sense.
Someone gave a mention of a man that you have knowledge that points to that has some very weird implications to it. They said that Tepet Min was in the area asking about things like this, maybe a month before you all arrived. Tepet Min, as you know, I feel like there needs to be the little Yakuza dun-dun. Like the whole thing stops, and then I show you a picture of this guy with his association and what clan that he's from.
That is important.
Tepet Min is a member of the Gagari clan. The Gagari clan are a subfamily of the Ezoth clan, Ezoth being the family that Minami works for. The Gagari are interesting in that they're not officially by the tyrant recognized as a family. They're essentially the family's wet work.
Nice.
If Tepet Min was in here, who you know works for the family, there's a chance that either the former matriarch, Gagari Saska, is in the area, or her son, Gagari Karsa, is in the area. And both of those do not bode well for anyone. There's a good reason you think in your head why that the clan symbol for the Gagari are the fog sharks. Usually it's because they bring ruin wherever they go.
Oh, I thought it was because they're sneaky bastards that hide and then just strike out and then dive back away like cowards.
That idea might have played a decade ago when Saska was in charge, but her son is... Well, if the rumors are to be true, you've already met someone very similar in size to him. And if the rumors are to be true, this man has a bloodlust about him. But those are just rumors. And, can you really trust them?
Always.
Is there anything else that you think that Ellion would have asked about, or can they go about their day?
I think they're good. The only thing that throws me off just a little bit is you said initially when I was talking to my contact that it was a small guild factor, but no one that really stuck out. If guild factor Ivory Blossom correlates with that quote-unquote small guild factor, and they deal with trade between Chiaroscuro and the Lap, and it's very lucrative, I don't really see that as being a small guild factor, so those don't seem to kind of line up.
You're right, they don't. That's because as the area has been on the market longer, a few more people have taken notice of it.
So I'm to assume the small guild factor is just literally no one that we should give a crap about.
More or less, yes.
Oh, do they hear anything about the whole Mollusca Armada? That's probably the last thing I'd be interested in.
Ooh. I mean, with that many successes, word does travel pretty far from the west. What specifically about the Armada are you looking to know?
If they have anything that makes them stick out, making them easily recognizable. If we can get out of this situation without having to fight anything, I'll be very surprised. What kind of tactics they use, anything of obvious note.
Oh, well, there's one thing that sticks out to all of you. Well, to everyone who's ever served them or talked to most of them. It's said that all of their higher-ups are anathema.
That is definitely interesting to know. And since Sotaba of the Ezoth clan was just promoted and manages the foothold in Mollusca Bay, could it be a reasonable conclusion that maybe Minami might know something about them?
Word might have trickled down to Minami. It's a give or take, but I would say more likely that it has.
Okay, so I'm not going to take up any more time so that the boys can go. But eventually I'd be interested to talk to Minami about Tepet Min and Sotaba.
There's a good chance that you know about the same amount about Tepet Min as Minami does, but Sotaba's definitely a different story.
Cool.
So, Devine, Riki, what would you guys like to do? Or are you guys going to just help prepare and we can move, and whenever we're all ready, we can move along to the night of the opening?
I have a really wonky thing that's gonna get a little funky, but I want you to bear with me, okay?
I am always here for funky.
The book describes Golden Janissary style as a martial art based around the fluidity of dancing. Can I help the staff to practice a choreography skit?
Riki is going by the cordial crane and is going to show the hosts and hostesses some dance moves.
Damn right.
Since it's coming from your Golden Janissary style, I will absolutely allow you to roll martial arts instead of performance.
Yeah, buddy. Martial arts dex?
Yeah.
I'm going to describe it if I may.
Please.
All right, I'm going to make hand motions all right, everybody come on, gather around. So what you want to do is you want to hit with one of these. And I'm going to do a cartwheel type dodge move with kicks involved. Maybe a backflip in there or so, but try to dumb it down. And then you want to give him one of these. I'm going to do a handstand, but don't hurt yourself. No injuries. That'd be bad. But I'm going to piece it together, trying to describe martial arts moves pieced together as a dance that looks somewhat decent. Maybe take help from people who think it'll look better a certain way. Certainly take critiques. More give them the basics and let them decide what they want to do.
All right then. I will definitely at least give that a 2-dot stunt.
So that's just 2 additional dice?
And 1 automatic success.
Woohoo! Okay. Yes. Damn, buddy. That's 9 successes, son.
With ease and fluidity, you teach these people not only the basics of dance moves, but you also teach them the basics accidentally of minor exorcisms. If for some reason any of these people were to exalt at any point in their lives, they might accidentally automatically pick up the first rank of Golden Janissary.
Pocket salt.
They also all now carry pocket salt, which will be very useful for the mixed drinks.
You're damn right.
Devine, is there anything that you'd like to do?
Well, not much that can top that, but I was going to stop by the tower and check in with Aaliyah and drop off some flyers and be like, hey, can you hand these out to people who might stop by to be interested in experiencing something new?
So you go to one of the towers and you go up to the office of Tatemano Samir, where Secretary Aaliyah is.
Gonna walk up and lean on the desk with my elbow and be like, hey, how have you been? What's cooking good looking?
Oh, well. Hello, Mr. She thinks for a moment. Devine, was it?
Yeah, it's understandable. I know I look a little gruff. I just spent a whole day like a restaurant worker. But
oh, well, a little hard work always does the body good. That's what That's what my mother always said.
Yeah, it's definitely fulfilling. But I actually wanted to ask you something.
Ask away.
We're having the grand opening of a new business venture called a host club.
All right. Who are you hosting?
Anyone who would like to come and enjoy company. I personally would appreciate the honor of hosting you.
Oh, well, that's, what day? You give the date.
Yeah,
It was like the
15th,
19th.
19th. Yeah.
Today is the 16th for you all.
So it's the 19th. It's gonna be 3 days. 3 days from now.
She thinks for a little bit. I can certainly try and be there.
It would definitely make the night that much better. I feel like you need a break. You do a lot of hard work here. Like, I can only imagine the amount of in and out of this place with on a daily basis. I want you to have the chance to, relax. Try a new iced coffee, enjoy some good company. The works.
Ooh, an iced coffee, you say?
Yeah, it's apparently the new big thing. That's what I was training in the restaurant for, was to learn how to make the best iced coffee in the city. So we'll see how that goes.
I will certainly try to make it out there. Is there anything else you need? Have you all come to a decision on whether or not you're going to participate in the auction or if you're going to buy that floor outright? Mr. Samir's been waiting patiently for your...
I think it mostly depends on how this opening goes. So we'll definitely have a response for him in the coming days. Raising funds, it might take some negotiating. We'll definitely let him know which route we're... But we will have that new floor in the tower soon, so, if you're ever looking for a change of pace in your working position, I hear that they're going to be looking for people who know the area.
She leans forward, looking at you, and kind of props her chin on both hands. Mr. Devine, I assure you I can work many positions.
Well, in that case, we'll have to set up a working interview.
I look forward to it. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Many things, but probably things best not helped in... I don't want to insult. Is it okay if I leave some of these here and, people who are stopping by looking for something to do, maybe let them know that this club's opening and they can stop by and produce some flyers for the...
She looks at the flyers with a sudden disinterest. I suppose, but what would be in it for me? It is free marketing, essentially.
It is. What time do you get off today?
When the sun sets.
Then I will leave you with a promise. I'm going to leave these here. You can do with them what you will. And when the sun sets, you'll find out what's in it for you.
I suppose I can take you up on that offer.
Because you're not the only one with varied knowledge of...
All right. I'm going to ask you to let me actually look up this fucking roll. Also, Cody, I am going to need to know, what is your character's appearance rating?
My appearance is 2.
I'm going to say that this is probably a persuade roll. So I'm going to say charisma and...
And do they get a -1 because of their minor intimacy towards me?
Yes. So they have a resolve of 3. And I'll give you an extra 2 dice for role playing the whole scene.
Yeah. And I'm going to use 2 motes to give myself a success on loquacious with loquacious courtier technique, because if I don't, I'm going to botch this roll, because that's how my socialize roll. 8 successes.
I would say that she is sufficiently interested in whatever that you have to offer.
So pretty much after sundown, I just want to pick her up, high five my main man Toby and take her to the roof of that other tower. And, stretch, train, fight, let her lift me. That kind of stuff.
You go and have a wonderful time. We'll fade that to black and let our imaginations do the rest of the work.
Yeah, like laying on the edge of the tower and bench pressing Devine. That's how I imagine things going. But, actually bench pressing them.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything else before we get to, well, honestly, a stopping point for the night? And I guess we'll have the opening of the thing next week.
I have a real quick thing.
Okay.
The next morning, I want to casually go and meet Desert Bloom again.
Yes. What can I do for you, Riki?
Yeah, I had a thought last night. If you already got the scissors out, since it's a fancy event and all, can you make me clothes that don't look like I just fought God and lost?
Well, I always figured that was part of your charm, Riki.
Normally, but I don't want to look like I'm gonna street fight the guests when they're there. I want to look kind of together.
Well, then, did you want to maybe describe what you're looking for?
Like a ruffian, but together. I don't really know how this fashion thing works. I imagine a vest to be nice. I don't know. I don't know how fashion works. You tell me.
Yes, well,
I trust your expertise, Cap. How about that?
They look to you and then go over and start eyeing you up and down. They kind of float around on their little nimbus cloud and start measuring you, getting into all the weird bits. And eventually, Desert Bloom has finished taking your measurements. Well, Riki, I've got a couple of different ideas. Would you like to look a little bit more threatening? Would you like to be a little bit more fancy, or do you want something in between?
I think in between is a good call.
All right, then. What I'm thinking is a pair of slacks, a nice shirt, but and a suit jacket to cover it. But you want to keep the suit jacket unbuttoned, and then a couple of the buttons on the nice shirt underneath unbuttoned to kind of show off a little bit of those muscles. Yeah.
Hey, that's what you think is good. Like I said, you're the boss.
So, you see a whipping about of fabric and scissors and needlework as Desert Bloom begins to work their magic. And within 30 minutes, you have a full, bit of dress clothes.
Nice. Well, yeah, I think that'll do just good. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate you.
No problem. Always happy to put my dragon-given gifts to work.
I feel you there. Anyways, I'm gonna head on out now unless you need anything.
No, that should do it.
Alrighty, have a good night.
We'll end on the following day. Everyone is outside waiting for the host club to open, and soon the Cordial Crane will open its doors for the first time after its rebranding. Thank you all for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not give us a follow on Twitter for more updates as to when we'll be releasing episodes. You can also give us a like or review on your podcast app of choice. Just a few quick button clicks and you can help us defeat the dreaded algorithm boss. The theme song for this game was Main Theme by Alexander Nakarada, copyright 2019, used under a Creative Commons license. And hey, for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice.
The answer is yes.
Do I currently have a burn on my hand that looks like a squid?
Nice.
Yeah, somebody didn't pay attention to how much butter the other person put into the frying pan for fried potatoes this morning.
No.
Yeah.
Was the other person Joseph?
No, it was my AGM, and I burnt the shit out of my hand by pouring, 500-degree sizzling butter on top of it, and I was like, dude, why'd you use so much butter?
Ah, but also now squid tattoo.
Yeah, like, it's pretty dope. Like, the placement, I could definitely see Hurley having one of these.
I have contemplated the idea of getting a squid tattoo, but probably jumping the gun a little bit.
Like, it's right on the hand, on that, like, webbing between the thumb and forefinger.
Funny enough, my first tattoo idea was going to be a bay leaf right there.
Hey.
I fully expect you to get something sea themed in some way at some point.
It's low-key going to be a hermit crab.
Because I've added more tattoos to my list because I'm awful.
Okay, then. So with all the pregame banter out of the way, when last we left off,
I still need to watch Mob Psycho 100 to prepare for this character's scamming.
Save the crayfish.
What?
Save the crayfish. The one marked with the X on the back. The guy's pet.
Brendan, he's referencing the...
I know what he's referencing. I don't like that he's looking at my notes.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Yeah, I remember that. You think we have a bad memory, I guess.
Yeah.
Nah, you're fine. I actually felt like that one might have been too on the nose.
Maybe a bit.
I don't know. But, I mean, we could save somebody's pet that's entirely too big to be considered a pet. Like this little kid who's got a pet ox dragon.
Wait, I thought she was the older one.
Did I fuck that up?
I also thought that she was the older one.
You might be right. You're probably right.
Hold on. So I have younger sister for the very first time it's brought up. So yes, it's younger sister.
Okay.
I didn't even hear what Cody said. That's why I said he hard broke up.
You did sound a little robot-y.
Hair beepin' boopin', man. Cody.
What about now?
Yeah, we.
Hey. I can hear y'all, but apparently I was not coming through at all. What did I say?
I think you asked about the icebox.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a general brainscape. I was just trying to figure out juxtaposition and stuff.
Oh, and if you wanted to go just a little bit under the sea, there's a nice little area there that has some dams that are keeping and pumps that are keeping the city of Volavat from flooding.
We should not speak its name.
You're the one who wanted to know it was out towards the west, not me.
Yeah, but you kept going after I said I was good, just to bring Volavat back into this game. There is going to be a campaign where I drown that city. And it will happen.
That'll also be the same game that I give you all Soulbreaker orbs in.
Anyways, enough about my hatred for Volavat and its ways.
Fucking ghost.
Go Sharks.
No, Fog Sharks.
Fog Sharks and Ghost Sharks.
Go Sharks. We'll never let it die.
What? Okay, so it has been literally 8 sessions since I did...
Yeah, no, that's not my actual opener.
No, I want to know. Do you remember what fucking voice I did for that character?
It was Desert Blue adjacent, but like less sassy and more like peppy.
Yeah.
Okay, because because of the character, my immediate reaction is, "Aha! I can do Dr. Girlfriend," and I'm like, "No, don't do that."
I mean, you could do Dr. Girlfriend.
I don't think that
we've already got the character on recording.
Yeah, right. Then I just have to go back and be like, oh shit, I gotta re-record all these lines. Fuck.
Hey, listen, a lot has happened in 8 sessions. It's been like a month. Picked up a lot of nicotine habit.
Dude, my accents change all the time when I'm DMing. It's fine.
Yeah, but your accent doesn't go from like, oh, hello, Devine. How nice to see you. You've come to meet with Mr. Samir again. It doesn't go from that and then in the next 10 episodes like, hey there, Devine. It's been so long since I seen you.
Oh, man, it got so orky. I love it. We're going to go crumping some gits.
Oh, darling, don't just talk to me like that. Anyway, I got that out of my system now.
Cody, I felt that in my soul. Good catch, but damn.
Depending on what he says, I'd be like, you just
Like a
feel
fucking moron.
Ellion's eyes just boring into you, but they're not even there.
That's what I imagine made him catch himself. It's like, Ellion's watching me somewhere.
Yeah, you're right on the fucking money there.
Motherfucker.
The options that I was going to give you were Kiryu or either Majima.
What are the either Majima options? I don't know. I'm not familiar. Yeah, I think Kiryu is better.
Are you sure you didn't want to just walk around in tight black pants and a snake skin jacket?
If you switch the snakeskin jacket out with like a defaced monk robe, that's kind of close to what Riki dresses like normally anyway.
Oh, all right. So he's getting a little bit more style then.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Majima in the black suit, so